Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Blondest Podcast. I'm your host, Savanna Boda.
I am your co-host, Tyler Jacoby, and today, for a little spooky Halloween week, we are going to talk about our spooky skincare stories, some traumas, if you will, that we have had with skincare experience. So, who wants to start off?
Ooh, I'll go first. Okay, so this one's pretty bad and slightly inappropriate, but it's funny. And that's all that matters because we're here to have fun.
Is this going to be like...
It's the one.
Okay.
So there was a brand that I used to carry.
Actually, we're going to be talking about that brand multiple times today.
There's a lot of trauma surrounding this brand. So there's a brand which we can't name, but there was a brand that had this spot treatment that got really hot, like icy hot, but like hotter. And I would have it next to my bedside because I would do it as my last step. And so I had it on my nightstand.
I have a question. What was the purpose of that?
It would heat it up to like bring everything up to the top so it would come to a head.
And it worked.
Yeah, it would bring shit to a head so quick. But now I have products that I like better that don't ever bring it to a head and it just goes away, which is my favorites, and it leaves less PIE and scarring. So yeah. But anyway, so it was next to my bedside, and every night, I would just put it on my finger and put it on, go to bed. And usually I'd wash my hands after because, it's like when you chop up jalapenos and, your fingers have jalapeno juice on it and then you accidentally, rub your eye or your nose or, your lip. It's that bad. So anyway,
this product would, literally, inflame.
So
if
bad.
you put it on your hand,
it
it would
be,
turn
red and
yeah.
swelling.
Yeah.
No, it was, a dangerous spot treatment. But it did bring things to a head. But this was, 5 years ago, so I've, found better products now. Anyway. So I had a vaginal itch on my vagina, and
after applying this,
and I did not wash my hands, and I, scratched the puss, as one would say, and my vagina was on fire for 3 hours. Okay, it was the most painful experience, probably top 5 worst pains of my life. I got in the bathtub. Put the tub water shooter hose. What's it called? Bath handle? Sink sprayer? What is it?
Where? In the shower?
No,
like
when
the
you're
handheld?
Just where the water comes from. The spout.
The shower head?
No, when it's
the bathtub.
Bathtub. Is there a technical name for that?
I feel like it's a spout.
Yeah, the spout. Literally put my legs in a V and just put cold water.
Did it help?
Laid on my back. Yeah. That was the only time it wasn't on fire. And then my vagina was so sensitive and swollen for 3 weeks.
Oh, I can imagine.
It was horrible. Probably one of the worst things I've ever done.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what would be worse than that. That would
I'd be same situation of chopping jalapenos and then scratching your vagina after.
I feel like that would be better than that product.
Yeah, no, that product.
Because that product was Ghost Reaper peppers.
It was pretty bad.
What's my first one gonna be? I'll start it off low and slow. So when I was in high school, I had very bad cystic acne. And I did what any high schooler does and goes to the dermatologist and gets prescribed Accutane. So I start taking Accutane, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I got boots the house down cleared. I was thriving. My skin was thriving. I'll say that. Well, it was very dry, but that wasn't the point. I had my La Mer cream to help combat the dryness.
Okay, bougie.
And but this is also, my senior year of high school. So if you guys don't know, I was a classical musician, still sort of am quasi, but I was auditioning for schools at this time. And I had started taking it, I think, in October or November of my senior year. And so basically how the music school applications worked, you had to submit by December 1st with videos of you playing. And in the first month, I didn't really get that bad of side effects. So when I recorded those videos, I was completely fine. I was like, oh, it'll all be great. But auditions are like February, March. So that would be like 4 to 5 months into the 6-month protocol. Isn't that what it is? Like 6 months? Normally 6 to 8 months for Accutane. And so I get to January, so I'm like 2-3 months in, and I'm telling y'all, Accutane sucked every moisture out of my entire body. I was getting nosebleeds multiple times a day. My lips were about to fall off my face, and my body actually, like, I was decrepit. Like, I could not bend down.
To like even wash your face.
Yeah, like when I would, like, you know, like that stereotypical, like an older person bends down and then they get stuck and they can't like stand back up and it takes like a long time. That would be me every time I washed my face in the sink. Like I'd be hunched over and like hand on my back trying to pick myself up slowly. And like getting into bed was the hardest thing because I don't know why, but like if my body was so tense or something, but it would take me 30 minutes for my body to relax once I got into bed. So basically, long story short, my body wasn't functioning properly and I was auditioning for the top conservatories in the country in like 2 months, a month. And so I had to stop Accutane because it actually destroyed my body. And then my acne came back right away. And the derm said it was my fault because I didn't finish the quote unquote prescribed course.
Jesus.
So that was my first low and slow.
I was over here trying to think about my other skincare traumas. Okay. I would have to say one of them would be when I was working for a plastic surgeon and he was very stingy. And he would actually make me charge people to get numbed before like ablative lasers and before microneedling. Like it wasn't included in the service. So you'd have to pay like $50 to get numbed, or you'd like just have to stomach it and raw dog it.
Okay.
Which is like criminal. So I remember I was like, I really want to do a skin pin treatment on myself. Like the rep gave me a tip for free. Like, can I do it? And he was like, yeah, but you're not using our numbing cream. You have to like, or unless you want to pay for it. And I was like broke as fuck because I was barely getting paid.
The numbing cream isn't that much.
No,
right?
It's not, which is like so crazy. Like the one that we have at SBA is like so expensive compared to the one that he was using.
And even then, it's like it is expensive, but you don't have to use
cost.
Yeah, but like I feel like you get these giant tubs. At least we do.
Ours are not giant tubs. They're pretty small. That like last like 8 patients.
Really?
Yeah. No, they're like
I mean, I don't numb people, so clearly that shows how much I'm involved in that. But
yeah,
I thought they lasted forever.
No. Anyway, so I had to needle myself, and a lot of clients ask me, they're like, "How much does it hurt to microneedle without numbing?" It's like a shark attack, you know, like instant. You're in pain, but then after a while, I feel like your body goes into shock, so you don't feel it. But that was pretty bad.
So you did it. Well, I mean, Savanna's mom always wants to do no numbing. And I'm like...
She just like wants to feel pain.
No, I don't know what... I'm like, are you okay?
Is everything okay at home? No.
She is like... She's like, I don't need that. And I'm like, what do you mean? Savanna like tried to like do my nose one time without numbing. And I was like...
But you and I are little bitches.
Yeah, I am. Honestly, chemical peels, I can do anything with a chemical peel. But for some reason, laser
ain't the vibe.
Yeah. One time I tried to have Savanna use the Neo Elite to do hair removal on me. And like halfway through, I was like, you know what? I like my hair. Like, it's not worth it. I don't know how women do that. I don't know how you've done that.
I don't like Jack Harlow today.
I don't like that comparison.
I think he's a beautiful person.
I know you do, but I don't.
Anyway.
But I can't believe you did it. You did your whole face.
Yeah.
Without numbing.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And self-inflicted.
Yes, which is even worse.
Yeah, that is worse.
Oh my God, I had to take like breaks because I just like, because you stop feeling pain after a while, but like your body knows it's painful. So I'd have just like a stream of tear.
No, but Savannah's so funny. It's been so long since I've seen her do this, but Savannah's so funny when she gives herself a chemical peel because she's sitting there and she'll do like one pass and she's like, like trying to like, she is so horrible about giving herself chemical peels, but she doesn't trust anyone else to do it on her. So it just takes her a minute to get it done. But
yeah, so there's that. And then, do you have another one?
Oh, girl, do I have another one? So, which one do I want to do next? I think I'll go with actually a microneedling story. I'll piggyback off of you. So, speaking of that brand previously mentioned,
yes,
they had a serum that was, what can I say?
A hydrating healing serum.
Yeah,
a reparative hydrating healing serum. That's what it is. But it did not work well on open skin.
Well, it did.
But yeah,
it did. But okay, so Savanna microneedled me. And she's like, I want to try something. That's if Savanna Boda ever tells you I want to try something, go the opposite direction. Honestly, it worked. This time it worked. It was just one of the worst experiences of my life.
Oh.
So I get home.
It did work though.
It did. It did. I'm not denying that it worked. It 1,000% worked. But so I had been fully microneedled. And I get home and she's like, this serum is very healing. Very, very healing. I want you to do it tonight when you get home. Use this serum on it. And so I was like, you know what? Okay. She was like, the healing will go so much faster. Like, you won't even be red tomorrow.
It did.
No, it did. I'm not denying that part of this story. Like, you were right. But let me tell y'all, I have never experienced pain like this. Like, I thought someone chopped my arm off and dipped it in salt. And like, no, chopped my arm off, took the nub, put it in sulfuric acid, then dipped it, like rubbed it around in salt. Because when I put this serum on my face, my open wound of a face, it felt, I don't even know how to describe it. It felt like I actually dumped, like, you know, those phenol peels that like actually like take a mask off of your face. That's what it felt like I did, but worse. I immediately burst into tears. Like, my body did. I wasn't crying, but my body.
Sorry, bestie.
No, but I thought my face was gonna fall off. Like, that's how bad the pain was. Like, I was like, I don't know what's going on right now, but I think my skin is like disconnecting itself from the muscle. And yeah, so for like, and it didn't last long. It was like maybe like 3 minutes, but it was the most intense pain I've ever felt in my entire life. Now, granted, I've never been stung by a bee. I've never broken a bone, so I don't have a lot of experience in the pain department, but I actually think that this would make like The Rock Johnson cry.
Maybe.
Like, it was very traumatic. And like, I remember calling you and being like, bitch,
what did I do to piss you off?
Yeah. And then the next day, my face was literally not red. Oh my
God, Savanna, my skin looks so good.
No, yeah.
You're amazing.
Yeah. Okay,
I was like, I know I am.
It worked, but you had to really want it. Would I ever do it again? No, I'd rather be red the next day. I think that was the moral of the story. Or like, you know, you can use Alto Advanced and Maestro after microneedling and not be red now. Or do a CO2 mask. So there are plenty of options on the market now that are not going to make you feel like your face is falling off.
Slay.
What's your next one?
Mine was when I was testing a new chemical peel for a dermatologist that I worked for. And I did my neck, and then I was a new esthetician. I was like 6 months out of school, and I like really did my neck because honestly, guys, the neck is so thin. You cannot do that many passes. So I did like 4 passes on my face and like 3 on my neck, and I should have probably done like 1 or 2 max, which we now know. And it literally was the deepest peel in the entire world. Like, it was a phenol-based peel, so very medium depth to deep. And it was really bad. Okay.
Medium plus.
Like, I would move my neck and it would like crack open and ooze. Okay. Ooh. For like probably a month. Like, my face healed really fast. My neck took probably 2 months to fully recover, but it was just so hard because, like, every time I'd, like, turn this way, like, it would just crack open. If I turn this way, it'd just crack open. But that's not even the trauma. The trauma is when I was driving to the office of the practice that I worked at, I would always spray my perfume on my neck whenever I was driving because I would forget to do it at home. So it was, like, always in my, like, cup holder. And obviously an alcohol-based peel or an alcohol-based perfume. And so I'm driving on a bridge, nonetheless. And I grab my perfume, like, oh, I forgot to spray this. And I spray my neck. You guys, my soul left my body. I almost went off the bridge. Like, it was the most painful thing. I was like, screaming, like, swerving. Like, it was
I want to experience
bad.
both the microneedling and that, and I wonder which one hurts more.
I honestly think spraying the perfume on an oozing open neck.
My face was freshly open.
I'm just saying. There's fragrance in mine. At least yours was like hydrating, healing, fragrance free.
I just wonder. I seriously wonder.
Let's try it.
No, I don't
Why not?
think so. I can imagine though. Yeah, you know, but beauty is pain.
Is it?
That's what they say, at least.
That is true.
What do I want my next one to be? I think I'll retell if y'all didn't see our reel of our skincare trauma salad.
Okay. As fucking if, Tyler.
You know, if they didn't see it, it has to be retold. It was honestly, the last one was way worse. Like, I would have much preferred to have this happen.
Don't you love
times.
when you didn't think you ordered something but you did? Because that just happened to me.
So you have it at home already and you don't have to wait for it?
No, I didn't. I was like half asleep when I ordered it this morning. And then I was like, oh shit, I need to order that. And then I was thinking ahead.
Your lips look good.
Savanna Lip Shine.
I was going to ask. They do look good.
With the best lip liner, which is the NYX Sand Beige. It's literally $4.
It's $4?
$4.
That's crazy.
Probably the cheapest thing I own.
I didn't know that anything these days costs $4.
I know. You can get like a crunchy Supreme burrito wrap or a lip liner for $4.
I'm pretty sure that would cost more.
From Taco Bell?
Whatever you just... maybe not Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Anyway, so... Here is another I want to try something story from Savanna Boda. This was probably, I would say, like 4 months after I started seeing Savanna as a client. We had been kikiing, you know, like we had just been having a good time. We got along really well on the jump, and I had a different best friend at the time. And so her and I would go to see Savanna together. So we would just like chill in her room. Like I would go first and then my friend would go second.
Honestly, top 3 best things that's ever happened to me. Not in any specific order. I would have to say having Cyrus, that girl stopping being your friend so that I could have you. And number 3... my breast reduction.
That's a factual list.
Right?
Yeah. Your breast reduction really...
It just catapulted a whole new Savanna.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it's crazy how much...
It's been 3 years.
It's crazy how much like a big rat can make you look...
So much smaller.
Huh?
So much smaller. Like after you get rid of your rat.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you were saying having it made you look smaller. No.
And then it sucked because then like every time like I lost weight, like I'd lose it in my boobs first and it would make them like less perky. And so then I like didn't want to lose weight because then I'd have saggy tits. So it was like either you're like a little plumper, a little rounder with like big perky boobs.
Voluptuous.
Or you're skinny with saggy tits. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be skinny with no tits. And that's where we at.
Yeah, that is what happened. I
love having little bitty titties. It is my favorite thing ever. I have not worn a bra in like 2 years.
She hasn't. No matter
There's
how much I've tried.
To put them in. They don't need a cage.
Sometimes some of the tops need a cage. But I feel like you hate bras now.
Yeah, why would I wear? There's nothing.
Does everyone hate a bra, or do some people like them?
I mean, when my boobs were that big, like you would have to wear one. They needed to be tamed.
I know someone
I
with
feel like a
boobs that
free-range
big
chicken.
that never wears a bra.
Well, they should. I know who you're talking about, and I feel like that's just their aesthetic. But
no matter how much I have tried to convince.
I think it's just their vibe. And that's okay. But I only think you need to wear a bra if the girls need direction. If they need to go where they need to go. Like if you have fake boobs and like they sit the same with a bra or without a bra, who cares? But if you don't have that, like bras help shape and then they help make them look even and like.
Do they help support though?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Well, is support only for the appearance? Like, does it help like say you have really big ones and like your back hurts? Like, would a bra help with that?
They sometimes say it's mixed bag there. Some people say that it does help. And then others say it makes it worse because you are like have all that pressure on your shoulder. And you know what's funny? That I have fucking back pain with small tits and not big. That's crazy.
You were fine with
That's crazy.
The H's.
I don't even associate myself with that anymore. It's crazy. Like when I see pictures of myself, I just like don't even remember having boobs that big. But I feel like I'm just like constantly like rebirthing myself. And so I don't feel like the same
and your boobs
past versions of me. Like Wilderness Savanna, like it's like almost like a friend I haven't seen in like a couple years, you know? Like I feel that's how I feel about past versions of myself. Like I just dissociate completely.
I feel that.
I'm like, I don't even know who that is.
Well, and then your boobs went crazy when you got pregnant.
Oh, like porn star.
No, there was once Savannah like sent me a picture. She was going to work, and this was like I don't know what happened, but I feel like your boobs like blew
but, like,
up
anyone
overnight.
That followed me like OG days, like my titties were always out because there was nowhere else for them to go. Like I couldn't wear anything, and that's like Tyler used to. Okay, here's the thing, bitches. Okay, listen up. I had to dress for my body, okay, and there was not much that looked good on me because my boobs were so big, and so I had to wear very flowy dresses, and I did, to Tyler's point, did give Little House on the Prairie, and that's okay, you know. But now, when you have small boobs, you can slay fashion so much
Isn't
better.
that like in now? Aren't they in more now? Like, isn't that what like everyone's talking about? Like the sundresses on women. Like all men want their woman in a sundress.
Maybe because they look like they're going to church.
Okay, maybe.
They look innocent.
You always looked like you were going. Well,
not with them titties.
Yeah.
Not going to church in that.
But yeah, there was I don't know, with your pregnancy, I think that there was one night where like your boobs just blew up. Like it's like someone took an inflatable thing and
they
just
were almost as big as my belly. And I basically had 3 pregnancy bellies on my body.
She put on this dress that I swear fit her like a week prior. And I was like, you could never wear that to work. Like she looked like I would say a reference right now, but it's like
a sex worker.
Yeah, she did. She
like
really
I looked
did.
like I was giving rub and tugs at SBA.
Yeah.
For sure.
Happy endings with your chemical peel.
No.
Pain and pleasure.
You know what? Maybe I should have. But seriously, crazy.
I didn't even tell my story yet. But
but people that follow me like recently, like if they saw photos of me 3 years ago, they would probably think that was like my older sister.
Oh, for sure. 1,000%.
Or like a distant cousin.
I don't know if y'all remember, but in Vegas, he did not believe that it was her.
Yeah, but that was 18 in that photo. And I was skinny
18.
because I was going through a really bad eating disorder actually when I got that license picture taken because I was dating this guy who made me question everything about myself. So, you know, that was fun.
The only responses I had weren't PC.
What, all my ex-felons?
Yeah. No.
The Rasta?
No, yeah. I was just going to say that I need a toxic man.
To get skinny?
Yeah.
It truly works.
It works. Not recommended.
Not recommended. It's cheaper than Ozempic, but you know what? The side effects are probably better than Ozempic. You just might go through slight depression and spiral for a little bit, but
yeah,
it'll do it.
Anyway,
it'll do it.
Back to business. I'm
just trying to avoid this story.
So Savannah wanted to try to do a stacked treatment on me that she had never done before. And so this consisted of a chemical peel. I don't know if it was a Glymed or a face reality peel, but one of them, I know that it was to address my acne that I was having and to put...
I'm not listening.
Sorry, no, I had a little burp. Excuse me, y'all. To put this hardening mask on top of this chemical
Very
peel.
natural.
Yeah,
No acids.
Yeah, so the peel was a self-neutralizing peel, so that's why she could put it on top, like because this mask had to sit on your skin for 45 minutes. And so, we're sitting there chit-chatting and like kikiing. The mask is hardening. We're having a good time. And then she goes to take it off. And so she used to do this really relaxing. She would have like, what are those called? The fan brushes. She would have like a little bowl with water and cleanser, and she would fan brush the mask off of you, and it felt like little elves tickling your face. She's doing this, and I'm not feeling any start to give in this mask, because normally like it'll come off in like a minute, 2 minutes. It took a while with the fan brush, but she was providing the experience. It was not penetrating like at all. This mask was not coming off my skin. And so she's trying. She's probably doing it for 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes. And she was like, "Bestie, I don't think this is going to come off." And so she was like, "I'm so sorry to do this, but can you like try to take this cleanser and like go to the sink and try to wash it off?" No, that's what I said. No, yeah, we were cool.
We were kicking it.
Like she would have never done this to someone else, I don't think.
No.
Yeah. So I go to the sink and I try to get it off, and it's still not coming off, y'all. And I'm like drenching myself in her sink, bathing myself, if you will.
A whore bath.
Yeah, in the sink in her.
Which people don't know what a whore bath is.
I don't know what that is either.
Wait, really?
No.
It's like...
I've never taken a whore bath.
Okay. Well, I love baths. So a whore bath is pits and puss.
Oh, okay. Well, mine was just face.
Yeah, but like it's when you're going in a sink. Like, okay, like a whore bath is what they would like. This is the terminology it came from, but it can be used in many situations, not just hookup culture. But a whore bath would be like you go to the bar, you meet a guy, he invites you over, and
you need a little refresh.
So you wash your pits and puss in the sink.
Okay. With what? Like hand soap?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess if it
or
works.
just whatever you got.
Yeah.
But like sometimes if you're at like the fair, or maybe you were at the beach all day and you're about to go to dinner and you don't want to take like a full bath and you have like salty beachy hair, but the puss smells and the pits smell.
You got sand in places you don't want it to be.
Yeah, you just do a little PMP.
In the sink. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, I was taking a whore bath in her sink while my friend was getting her treatment. Still would not come off. I think it softened a little bit, and Savannah was like, "You're gonna have to go home and just sit in the shower and hope it comes off." And
how did your skin look after though?
No, again, everything ends up fine, but the process to get to the final point.
Okay, well listen,
she was testing things.
Testing.
Yeah, and I've always been her guinea pig. I'm still her guinea pig to this day, and it is what it is. I've gotten a little more vocal in things that I may not trust. And so basically I went home, I showered. It probably took like an hour or two of literally just like drowning myself with the shower head straight at my face, and like a whole bottle of facial cleanser, but it came off and my skin was doing well. She worked. It just was a process that was never repeated. I think I was the first and last time that Savannah chose to do that.
All of this trauma revolves around one skincare line.
It is. It really does.
So was it me?
Was it me?
Am I the problem? I don't think I'm the problem.
Usually the saying is there's a common denominator, But there are two common denominators here, you and the line.
It's really funny.
So
okay, thinking time. What else have I done? Oh, when I sprayed hairspray on my face instead of a setting spray, but that wasn't too crazy. What was worse was when I washed my face with hand soap instead of my cleanser because they were right side by side of each other. That was not fun.
I did that on purpose once, remember?
Yes, I do. And you could have totally told that story on the reel, but you decided to tell your previous story.
I told that story and my
fine.
New York
It
recap.
feels like a hate crime. That's okay.
I told that story in my recap. I got stranded in New York City. I wasn't able to find housing until 3 a.m. at a hotel.
Well, maybe don't be a street rat and you'll have a place to stay.
Well, it's not my fault I have an irresponsible friend.
Maybe you should hang out with more responsible people like me.
Yeah. I feel like you would lose things, but you would never lose your phone.
I don't know. I left it in a bathroom once.
Well, that's exactly what she did. So, but it just got stolen. So
no one steals from me.
So yeah, I got back to a hotel room at 3 a.m. I was drunk and tired, and you know what's better, to sleep and not wash your face or wash it with hand soap one day, one time? What's the answer? I don't know. But I figured I'd rather have my skin stripped with fragrance for one day and then, give her back the love the next day with overly hydrating ingredients than to not wash it at all. So that's the decision I made. It was traumatic. I think literally getting to a hotel room and not having my skincare was more traumatic to me than being stranded. She's just busy over there today. I hope y'all are watching this and know that I'm carrying today.
I can listen and work. I'm about to show you guys the best motherfucking before and after. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm a busy woman.
She was busy.
Try being my job, Amy. My bills are paid. I pay my bills. Do you? No, you live at your mother's. Okay. Anyways, so this is really cool. So this is my client who had a really bad cystic acne breakout 2 days before her wedding. She texted me panicking, right? Because her skin was clear. And then this happened because this is what stress does. Stress will raise your cortisol and it will cause you to produce more progesterone. And when that happens, it speeds up oil flow and inflammation. It's just all around bad. Okay, so anyway, we sent her the CO2 mask. She used it one night, and I'll show you the before and after. Crazy. I'll save it in my highlights of results 2.0 on Instagram if you guys can't see this far. Okay. My next story is going to be... Ooh. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to think. Deeply think. I feel like I block out most of my trauma.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay. I have one that was kind of recent. It was like 3 years ago, but I got a new necklace and it was so beautiful and I wanted Tyler to take a picture of it. This is his fault. Actually, this whole thing's his fault.
Wait, can you repeat that first sentence again? I wanted Tyler to take a picture of it.
Anyways, and so he got the worst angle of me and I had the deepest neckline in the entire world.
Baby, I'm sorry. Any angle would have shown the necklines.
Okay. Besides the point, I then had to microneedle the absolute fuck out of it, okay? And I went so deep, guys. Like, again, I just have neck trauma. Literally.
No, but like this picture sent her into
a full spiral. Like, I cried.
Yeah, like...
But I've always been really insecure about my necklines. They're so much better now, like, because of techno. And also, I got lipo, which lipo doesn't get rid of your necklines, but it gets rid of the fat. And so if there's no fat, it's harder for it to wrinkle. But you can still get tech necklines from loose or just like skin folding. But I don't know. I just feel like my skin doesn't fold like it did.
Yeah, I have a perfect neck.
Okay.
I do. She looked and she was trying to come up with something to say, but there was nothing to say. I don't have
It's a pretty good neck.
She wanted to come for me, but she couldn't. I have a lot of other issues, but I'll take my neck, She didn't finish the story, but basically she went really deep on her.
I did. I said I went really deep on my neck, and it looked like I tried to off myself, or it looked like
that part.
It looked like Lance tried to strangle me, and it took literally probably 3 months to fully heal, and I had to wear fucking turtlenecks.
No, she had to.
Like it looked so like Oh my God. And then I had this sweet new client that came in and I was so excited to treat him, and he canceled all of his appointments for microneedling because he saw my neck on Instagram. And I was like, I'm not going to do that to you, dude. Like, I did it to myself because it's me. And like, no, I'm not going to sue myself. I was just testing something and it didn't do good. I never try new things on clients unless it's like a friend, my parents, Lance, or Tyler.
I think I fall under friends.
You're my brother, bitch.
We ain't blood.
We ain't blood.
But no,
you know,
like
you know.
when she did this, it literally looked like very morbid, but it looked like
I tried to go away forever.
Yeah,
like it really
there was
looked like
it really looked like it.
No, it literally looked like for sure.
Yeah. Because she just I don't know if you stamped every single.
No, I did.
Yeah,
I just went way too deep. I just should not have done that, but it looked really good after.
It did. Well, I mean, the pigment stayed for a long time. You had to do laser and stuff like that to help speed up the recovery. It would have recovered with time, but she went so deep that she was nervous there for a second. And she went out to eat one time for dinner, didn't wear a turtleneck, and the server was like, "Are you okay?"
No, literally.
I don't know if I have.
Lance was so nice to me though, because I could have been like, "No, my husband tried to kill me."
Yeah. But I don't think I have anything else.
Really?
I mean, I'm sure I do, but nothing the ones that I told were
think if I have any other ones.
those were actually by definition they were traumatic because I will never forget them.
I'm trying to think. I know I have more.
I know you have more traumas from working at places than maybe
okay.
things that
I have definitely a lot of trauma working for places.
Yeah.
You have to think of another. What about your Sephora days or anything you did at home? Anything crazy?
I mean, my barrier was just stripped and my skin wasn't good.
Yeah, that's traumatic in its own.
Yeah. But that was just from using every exfoliating product that Sephora had to offer.
I feel like I have another one, but I need to think really hard about it.
But
oh wait, okay, I have one.
I mean trauma. I used to swear by SK2 Essence.
Okay.
I thought that actually did a lot for my skin.
It's so sad. But you know what? It was Jackie's wallet. It's okay, which is his mother.
SK2 and La Mer, the fatal combo.
Oh, okay. Wait, I have one. So I had a brand that sent me products to try. And so I tried it and it completely made my eyebrows. It dyed my eyebrows strawberry blonde. I don't know what was in it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Could benzoyl do that?
Yes. Oh, if you get it all up in the brow hairs, yeah.
So I just don't apply it on my brows. Maybe. I don't think I'm conscious about it, but my eyebrows aren't light.
Maybe if it mixes with something else, any kind of chemical reaction could happen.
Savanna gave me semi-blonde hair the other day by putting Tone Smart all in it. It looked like I got highlights, but that was my fault because I refused to wear a headband because I had a hair product in, and if you wear a headband, it'll cement it like that, and so I didn't wear a headband. Y'all loved my slapping technique.
Yes, that's really, I've been trying it and I really like it.
No, it keeps it still.
It makes it look more covered.
Yeah, no, it gives you way more coverage.
So if you want a more coverage look, yeah, we'll do a video for everyone soon.
Okay, yeah. She has asked me the past 2 days to do it, and I've been a bad kid. Well, I don't have this set up at home for it.
You know what? You could just order an Octobuddy.
I hate that thing.
Well, they have one that doesn't stick. It's it's double-sided.
I know, remember? I bought it for you, and you were like, get this out of my sight.
Why don't you, did you return it?
Yeah, well, okay, I didn't return it.
Maria did.
Yeah.
Can you get one?
Yeah.
And a little light?
I'll be at your house someday. I'm going to be at your house on Tuesday.
You don't hang out with me anymore.
I'm going to be at your house on Tuesday.
Why? To pack me?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick me up?
Why would I?
Why in the morning is when we slap our sunscreen. We don't slap our sunscreen in at night. I need you in the morning, boo-boo. That means you got to sleep over.
No. Maybe.
Okay. Anyways, goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good Monday.
We love you guys.
I need to pee. So, whoa. Anyways, we love you guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.